What are your goals? Are you excited about them? Would you like to reach them even faster this year? If you would, then this video is for you. Today I'm going to teach you how you can reach your goals even faster in 2024 by simply applying 2 principles that I'm going to show you today. If this sounds as exciting to you as it is to me, then stay tuned because that's coming up right now. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, My Extraordinary Ordinary. My name is Danielle, and in today's very first Motivational Monday video, I'm very excited to show you how you can reach your goals faster in 2024 by simply applying 2 simple principles that I'll teach you today. The way that I'm going to teach you how you can reach your goals faster in 2024 is by sharing with you my personal story of how I did this with my own goals for this year. Now, I realize that we don't all live the same lives and we don't have the same lifestyles, so if anything I say resonates with you and you like it and you want to try it, that's great. But if you don't think it'll work for you or you don't like it, then don't worry about it. That's fine too. So let me first start by sharing with you what my goals for 2024 were. My first goal was that I wanted to exercise more. I wanted to get healthier and I wanted to have more energy. My second goal was that I wanted to read my Bible more, spend more time with God in prayer, and spend more devotional time, specifically in the morning. My third goal ties together with my second goal, and that's that I wanted to focus on my prayer life more. I wanted to spend more time in prayer, and I wanted to grow a more intimate prayer life and make it a priority. And my fourth and final goal was that I wanted to focus on my YouTube channel more. I wanted to come back to YouTube and really focus on growing my YouTube channel this year. I think it's really important when you're identifying what your goals are to really narrow it down to your top 3. You need to really have the ability to focus on just a few things and do those few things really well. So after I determined what my 4 goals for 2024 would be, I then used the SMART goal acronym, and I think a lot of us are familiar with that. In case you're not, I'll pop it on the screen. Basically, you want all your goals to be specific, you want all your goals to be measurable, you want all your goals to be attainable, you want all your goals to be realistic, and you want all your goals to have a timetable or a time frame attached. Now, I think in most cases, using this SMART goal acronym can really help you focus on what it is you really want. I'm not going to spend time on how to set up SMART goals. I did a video series on my channel a few years ago. I will link it above and below if you do want to watch those videos. I still stand by everything I said in those videos. The reason I'm doing this video is because the focus of those videos were more on how to goal set and why it's important. So the psychology behind it and then how to do it. There's a lot of resources online, videos and other things that teach us how to set goals, but they don't actually teach us once we've set our goals how to feasibly reach our goals in a short period of time. And so that's what I'm going to focus on today. So once I defined my goals and I went through the SMART goal method with all my goals, then I thought, okay, how am I going to put this into action? And that's where I feel a lot of people really struggle. So we're in the month of February 2024, and I can safely say I've already reached the 4 goals that I had in mind for 2024. How did I do this so fast? Here's the secret. I learned how to use routines to help me create habits that help me accomplish my goals so quick. It was amazing. I just loved what happened, and you will too. So as I shared with you, one of my goals for 2024 was that I wanted to exercise more. In 2023, I suffered with a lot of health issues and health challenges. I gained some weight because I wasn't able to exercise, and I also became a lot more tired, and I also unfortunately developed a sugar addiction and my diet became really bad. So it was kind of a cyclical cycle. So I was not only really sick with health issues, but then I also had a lot of issues psychologically, mentally, and physically around gaining weight and not being able to exercise. So I really needed to remedy that. Now that I had taken care of a lot of my health issues, I was ready to return to the gym, but I knew it was going to be really challenging for me to get back into a regular routine of exercise. I am a morning person. I've always been a morning person, but when I say morning person, what I mean is that if I let myself sleep in and I wake up naturally, I would wake up around 7 or 8 a.m. However, when I was looking at my goal of wanting to exercise more, along with the other goals that I had that I wanted to accomplish specifically in the morning, I knew that in order to do this, I was going to have to become a very early morning person. So the way that I did this is I ended up joining a health club near my house. Now, a lot of you may know that I'm a personal trainer, and so I do have access to a free gym where I work. And you might be thinking, that sounds really dumb. Why would you go and get another health club membership when you have access to a free gym? Well, here are the reasons why. The first reason is that I don't work really close to where I live, and especially when it comes to exercising, it's got to be convenient for most people, including me, or they won't do it. They won't follow through and be consistent. The other reason is that I wanted to take some fitness classes. I knew that in order to motivate myself and to hold myself accountable, classes would be the way that I would do that. And where I work, I teach all the classes, so there's not an opportunity for me to take classes there. So those are the reasons why I chose to join a health club by my house. It's only 2 blocks away. It's very close, very convenient. So after I joined the health club, the next thing I did was I signed up for 2 early morning classes. Now what that meant for my schedule was that I was going to have to wake up at 4:30 a.m. on Mondays and 5 a.m. on Wednesdays in order to make it to class on time. Now this is something really important that I want to share with you. My goal for exercise was 5 to 6 days a week, but initially I did not sign up for 5 or 6 classes. I only signed up for 2. And the reason for that was because I knew it was going to be really hard for me to get into the routine of getting up so early and making it to class on time. The other thing that I did when I signed up for these classes was I signed up for 2 classes that were really easy for me. These were cycle classes or spin classes. I teach cycle where I work. I love the workout and I love the class, and I'm very competent and confident in doing that type of workout. And I chose cycle classes for myself specifically because I knew it was going to be challenging enough for me just to acclimate to getting up early enough to get myself out the door into the gym on time. And I didn't also want to have to try and acclimate to learning a new class style or learning new exercises that I wasn't familiar with while I was still so tired and just trying to get used to waking up so early. So I think that's a really key point when you are trying to set up a routine to help you create a habit that will help you accomplish your goal. It's good to start slow, and even though this video is on how you can reach your goals faster, trust me, in the beginning, if you have a goal to do something that you know is going to be challenging, or maybe it's something that you're kind of dreading or that you're not sure that you're going to be able to accomplish, starting slow can actually help you accomplish your goal faster because it gives you some time to build some competency and some confidence while you're trying to build that routine to reach that goal. So I did that, and I will share with you that the first probably 4 or 5 times I came to my cycle class on Monday, I was late. In fact, the first class I took, I was 20 minutes late, which was quite a bit considering the class was 45 minutes long. But I still forced myself to go, and this is also important. I forced myself to go even though I was so late, because when you're trying to establish a new routine, when you're trying to reach a goal and build a habit, it's really important that you continue on in your routine, and if there is a point of discomfort or pain, continuing on in your routine past that point of pain or discomfort will help you really build that routine and will help your body and your brain start to solidify that routine into a habit. And for me, the pain and discomfort was having to wake up so early and then being embarrassed by going into class so late. So those were 2 points of pain for me that were totally uncomfortable that I had to overcome. So eventually, every time I went to class, I was a little bit less late. So finally, by like the 6th class, I was on time for class, but nonetheless, I persisted and I kept going even though I was late because I knew I was trying to solidify my routine so that it would become a habit. Now this took me about a month or so of doing these 2 classes and getting into this routine, and after that first month was over, I felt ready to add more classes into my schedule because I knew by this point that I could wake up that early and I could get myself out of bed that early, and I was ready to add more to my routine that was going to help me accomplish my overall goal, which was to work out 5 or 6 days a week. So this time I chose classes that I wasn't confident in, that I really didn't feel comfortable doing, that would be challenging for me, and that was fine. I was ready to challenge myself because the hardest part of getting up so early and getting myself out the door, I had started to master that, and I thought, as long as I can do that, I'm ready to take on a challenge. So I chose a Pilates class on Tuesday morning at 5:30 a.m. and an abs class on Friday morning at 5:30 a.m. Now, something I want to share with you here about my routine of getting up early to go to my exercise classes is that my routine to do this actually started the day before, not the morning of. So because I had to get up so early and I had to get out the door pretty quickly, I made sure the day before that I did as much as I possibly could to get myself ready so that I had very little to do the morning of. So for example, I would pack my gym bag. I drink a liquid vitamin in the morning, and I also take several vitamins in pill and capsule form, and I laid all of those out the night before in a little dish on the breakfast table, and I also pre-mixed my liquid vitamins the day before and put them in the refrigerator so that in the morning all I had to do was pull them out and they were ready to go. I made sure that my water bottles for my classes were already filled and I had ice in them and were in the fridge. And I also switched my coffee to an instant coffee that I really actually like a lot. I got it on Amazon. It's got vitamins and some minerals. And I did that because my favorite kind of coffee that I would make in the morning always was French press coffee, but I didn't want to take the time to do that. What happens is the day before I set everything up, and if some of you are wondering why it's necessary to take care of all these little details the day before, it's because when I wake up, I'm literally so tired I don't want to have to think. I even make sure that I put my next vitamin packet for my next day's vitamins and a scissors right by my little container of water that I mix my vitamins with, and the scissors is literally right there as well. So everything is pre-set up and ready to go. Whatever things you need to set up in advance to make it easier for yourself to follow through and actually do your routine, you should do it. That is a really big secret to my success. And then here's what my morning routine looked like. I would wake up, I would get dressed with my clothes that were laid out right in front of me, go in the kitchen, turn on the tea kettle, make my hot water for my coffee. I'd get my instant coffee in my mug, I'd take up my vitamins, I'd drink those. I'd mix up the next day's vitamins and put those in the fridge right away because again, I got myself into that routine and that habit so that I would never miss a day of making my vitamins, because it would be a pain the next morning, especially if I had to leave early or I was in a hurry, not to have those pre-mixed and not to have them be cold. So I do that. I drink my vitamins, pour the hot water into my mug, mix up my coffee, grab my gym bag, and I'm out the door. I get to the gym, I check in, get my locker, put my things away, go to my class. Then after my class is over, I start my second routine of the morning. I go into the locker room, I change into my swimsuit, I grab my coffee, I grab my phone and my AirPods, and I head to the hot tub. Now, I love the hot tub so much. It really relaxes my muscles. It feels really good to me. I consider it a reward. And I will sit in the hot tub and I will read my Bible on my phone. I'll read the Bible app. I'll do my devotions. I'll pray. And it is wonderful. And usually I can take as much time as I want in the morning in the hot tub to read my Bible and do my devotional time, because I don't typically have to be to work until about 9 o'clock. But when I was building my routine, I built my routine to start really early because I wanted to have a lot of personal time to just spend time reading my Bible and not feel really rushed. And that's what I'm able to do in the morning because I was willing to get up so early. So when you are thinking about carrying out your goals and reaching your goals, sometimes you have to think about what you're willing to give up in order to reach those goals, because there will be something probably that you'll have to put aside or give up. So I developed that second routine so I could create the habit of reading my Bible and doing devotionals in the morning, especially on days when I wake up and I'm not motivated to go to the gym, or I feel tired, or the weather's bad and I think I could just stay home. What motivates me is knowing that if I go to my class, if I work out hard, then I get the reward of sitting in the hot tub. And I also know that that will help me accomplish another goal that I have to get done in the morning. So there's a lot of things that I've put together that are positive reinforcements that really help me stay on track with my routines and really help me accomplish what I want to accomplish. If you can put any routines together and you can put routine on top of routine and you can create habits that you can do together or at the same time, that will really, really help you reach your goals faster, and it will help you make the best use of your time. And that's what I did with these two things. Now, I do pray during my devotional time, but I wanted separate time to pray. So here's how I attacked my third goal. After my hot tub time, I'd get out of the hot tub, get dressed, leave the gym. On the way to work or the first appointment of my day, I got into the routine of putting on worship music, and I would just start to pray. I would just start to pray and talk to God, listen to the worship music, and now it's really become a signal for me when I get in my car, I turn on worship music and I start to pray. You need to figure out whatever type of routine will work for you, but as far as my prayer life is concerned, that's worked wonderfully for me. And by the time I get to work or to my first appointment of the day, I feel so rejuvenated, so relaxed, so ready to face my day because I've spent my time worshiping God and praying in the car. It is just the best. So that is the third routine that I incorporated to help me create the habit of praying more to reach my goal of spending more time with God in prayer and really making my prayer life a priority. Now, my fourth goal of being more consistent on YouTube, I really wasn't sure if I was going to include that because I wasn't sure if I could be consistent. Anyone that creates content for any social media platform, you know that consistency is really the key. So I prayed about it and God gave me a very clear answer. Although I'd been on YouTube during the time when they had introduced the YouTube Shorts, I had never even really watched a short. I didn't really know anything about it, but I thought, let me investigate this YouTube Short. At the same time, my son had begun talking to me about getting on TikTok because he had told me that you could make videos that were much shorter and easier to make. And then it just came to me, and I really feel like God spoke to me. And I thought, what if I just did one Bible verse a day? And if I do an overlay, then I don't have to show my face. I don't have to worry about my hair or makeup or what I'm wearing. And I can just put an overlay of the Bible verse and I can talk about it really briefly. So just so you know, I do have a lot of videos now under the YouTube Shorts tab, and I am also on TikTok. And I think my TikTok handle is Verses of the Day, but I'll link it in the description box in case you're interested in checking that out. But anyway, I decided that I would post one YouTube short every single day for 30 days. And at the end of 30 days, I'd look at my results and I'd know whether I wanted to pursue YouTube or not. And I can tell you it didn't take 30 days. I had some fantastic growth in the first 15 days, and the growth has continued. It has been great, and I found that I really love doing it. It has been really great for me, and it has helped me accomplish the other goal that I had of reading my Bible more. And that's actually what gave me the motivation to start creating long form videos like this one again. My goal is to post 2 long form videos a month, but every single day I will either have a verse of the day or a long form video. And I just got into this routine where when I would come home from work, I would sit down, go in my bedroom, open my Bible, and I would start recording my verse of the day. I'd think about it through my day, I'd come home, I'd record it, and then I'd do the editing process and get it uploaded. And I found that it was really simple, and that has been the routine that got me into the habit of doing my verse of the day. But when I started to see growth on my channel again, it really motivated me to keep going and to stick to my goal and to even expand my goal a little bit. And you may find that as well. As you start seeing success with your goals, you might want to add some more goals, or maybe you'd want to expand your goal a little bit. So those are the routines that I developed that turned into habits that helped me reach my goals faster in 2024. In fact, I'm really confident in saying that I've reached my goals, and I'm really excited about it. I also want to share one last thing with you about my exercise goal. I wake up Thursdays at 5:30 and I'm to the gym by 6:15, and I swim. So Mondays is cycle, Tuesdays is Pilates, Wednesdays is cycle again, Thursdays I swim, Fridays are ab class, and then Saturdays I teach a cycle class. And I actually go to the health club after I teach my class, so that's when I do my Bible reading time on Saturdays. Now, the last important secret I want to share with you about how you can reach your goals faster in 2024 is once you determine what your goals are going to be, don't focus on your goals. Yes, you heard me right. Don't focus on your goals. Focus on the routines and focus on the actions that you're going to take to get to your goals. Once we set our goal, if we stop thinking so much about our long-term goal and start focusing on our actionable steps that will get us to our goal, we're going to find that we take a lot more action to make our goals a reality. When I set up my goal for YouTube, I didn't set up a goal for a certain number of subscribers or a certain amount of watch time. I set up a goal based on taking action, because I knew that taking action was going to get me to where I needed to be. And if I took consistent action and didn't see any results, then I'd know that maybe this wasn't a goal that I wanted to pursue. But by taking consistent action, I definitely did see results. And I think you're going to find you're going to feel a lot more successful, you're going to feel a lot more confident, and you're going to reach your goals a lot faster in 2024 by focusing on the routines that will help you develop habits that before you know it will help you reach your goals. And you'll get there and you'll be like, wow, I can't believe I did it. I can't believe it's been 30 days and I've posted a Bible verse on YouTube Shorts every single day, and TikTok. So YouTube Shorts, TikTok, actually Facebook, and Instagram. So 4 platforms. I post the same verse of the day on 4 platforms every day for 30 days. I'm actually really proud of myself for being consistent. And you know what? We should reward ourselves for our action, not for the metrics of did we get to where we wanted to go by a certain time frame or not. And that's where I kind of disagree with the SMART goal acronym. When they talk about the T in SMART standing for a goal with a time frame attached, sometimes you know that you can do that, but sometimes you don't. I'm not really sure what the time frame should be for when I should reach a certain point on YouTube. I just wanted to see some level of growth happening, and that would be positive enough to motivate me to continue on. And I will continue on being consistent, and if I stop seeing growth or something else happens, then I'll have to pull back and assess what I want to do from there. But that would be a situation personally for me where I didn't feel like the T in the SMART goals really applied to my goals. So that's kind of something you're going to have to decide for yourself as you're setting your goals and you're setting up your routines. The last thing I'll say about this is that when you are setting up your goals, if you're not sure what would be considered realistic or measurable, or you're not sure if you should attach a time frame to your goal or what time frame would be appropriate, seek some professional advice. I'll take myself for example. A lot of people come to me as a personal trainer because they don't really know what would be realistic or appropriate in their goal of wanting to lose weight or their goal of wanting to have more energy, and they want some professional guidance. So don't be afraid to do that as you're setting your goals. And sometimes you do have to take some actions that other people might think are ridiculous. I've had a lot of people tell me that's really dumb that you joined a health club when you have access to a free gym. They totally don't understand, but that's okay because it's my goal and I've accomplished it, and I'm really enjoying my time that I'm taking doing it. So you don't have to explain yourself to anyone. You don't have to justify what you're doing or why you're doing it. Your goals are your goals, and how you choose to reach them and the pathway you take to get there is totally 100% up to you. I know you can do it. I'm really excited to hear how you've reached your goals faster in 2024. Let me know in the comments below if you like to use routines at all to help you accomplish your goals, or if you're going to apply any of the principles I shared today. I really am so glad that we could share some time together today. Thank you so much for being here. I'd love it if you'd take a minute and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell button if you're new, so that you'll get notified every time I share a new video. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and remember to make your everyday ordinary life extraordinary.